everybody, 'tis me, TheAlecPowers here, and you might remember from my Barry the Bully video, I mentioned a story called Beebo and Kleck, creators of the universe. I said I was going to read it to you, so here's Beebo and Kleck, the creators of the universe. First, there was nothing. Then, there were Beebo and Kleck. Beebo and Kleck only occupied a space as big as their bodies. They didn't like this so much, so they decided to make existence a larger place. Since Beebo and Kleck were both females, they decided to create the laws of the universe in such a way that females would produce with each other. They fell in love shortly after. Even though they loved their lives together, the lack of space put too many restrictions on their lives, and it was going to last forever. They put their minds together and came up with a grand solution. Beebo and Kleck mated with each other, and both of them became pregnant. They became very hot inside, containing immense amounts of thermal energy, and given that it had nowhere to go, life for Beebo and Kleck was very soothing and warm for millions of years. One day, Beebo, the bigger of the two, started her labor. This made the couple very excited. A few years later, it was time for Beebo to give birth. Billions and trillions of smiling molecules burst out of her, expanding reality around them. It was beautiful the way they danced around, making a cosmic rainbow across all of reality. All of this release caused Beebo to experience a great amount of pain. She screamed out into the newly expanded universe and brought sound into the world. Suddenly, Beebo and Kleck could hear all sorts of crackling and whooshing throughout the universes, like an orchestra of matter. The duo was very pleased to have made such a colorful, open area to live in, but they thought it looked rather unorganized. They decided it was time to create another universal law to put everything in order. They thought about how everything was drifting around and that it needed to be pulled together. The only force they knew of that did this was the love they shared. Beebo and Kleck decided to use this to their advantage. They both faced opposite directions and sprinted as fast as they could. They could feel the feeling of separation growing stronger and stronger, more unbearable with every light year they traveled. Simultaneously, they had had enough, and turned back around. On this long sprint home they gained tremendous speed, and when their bodies met, a huge burst of energy shot out into all the universes, and things started to pull towards each other. They decided to name that energy gravity. The gases and lights pulling together did so in such a remarkable way, forming stars and planets, galaxies and meteoroids. It all looked so much better now, and they were happy. Thousands of years later, it was Kleck's turn to give birth. She was smaller than Beebo, so her task was to give life to the enormous universes that Beebo had given birth to. She gave birth to the building blocks of life, proteins, amino acids, and other complex matter. After many years, microorganisms were formed by these and eventually evolved into a diverse array of life that sprinkled itself all across the cosmos. Kleck and Beebo had done a fabulous job and looked forward to spending eternity together in this world they had created out of their love for each other.